Well, folks, today's theme, matter of fact, I'm going to give you a theme, and then some of you, I want you to go grab this certain book called Beach Money. Go grab Beach Money, the book, real quick. Beach Money. Go grab it. If you got it, go grab it. Go grab it. Go grab it. Today's talk is, your guest speaker today is yours truly. And I'm talking about how I love residual income. Miss Jones, okay, just jump back on. The title of my message today, I'm going to be teaching today. I'm going to be teaching out of the book. I'm going to be teaching out of the book of Beach Money. And today's topic is being focused and staying focused on how to build momentum. Okay, I'll say it again. Today's focus, write it down. Being focused. Being what? Focus on being focused on staying focused in how to build momentum. How to build momentum. Because once momentum comes, boy, you'll be crushing it like yesterday. But you got to go build momentum. Now, I'm going to get the book Beach Money out. We're going to go into some teachings today of some strong things that you need to have to build your HCM business. All right, I'll give everybody a minute to go get Beach Money, because I'm going to be into that real deep today. And I'm going to talk about some truisms that some of us don't believe is possible for us. What did I text out? What did my text message say today? Some succeed because they are what? And some succeed because they are determined. Okay, that was my text message this morning, but I'm going to go into it deeply. Now, in the book of Beach Money, I'm going to start off in the prefix, because I want you guys to understand, I believe a lot of you don't believe it's possible for you. I'm gonna stop there for a minute and pause. I don't believe that you think it's good, that you can obtain it. Now, this book is one of 18 people I've coached. Mr. Ismail, thank you for joining. Now, in the prefix of the book, the acknowledgement, I want to thank these people. Now, I'm going to skip over to a gentleman named Paul Oberson. Now, I'm going to bring that name back a little later, because to Paul Oberson, providing me it's possible to earn $1 million per month in network marketing. $1 million a month. In the book, not me, it's in the book. In that company, he was number one, I was number two. I'm going to let it rest there. But listen to this. To Al Thomas, for being one of the most influential figures in my life and for teaching me the ropes about business over a casual cigar. Everybody go, But is it possible for me? A lot of it on the calls, but we go through the motions, but we don't believe it's possible for us. Now, with that said, Beach Money, let's get into it. Chapter one. I'm going to go right down to this part here in chapter one. If you got your book, Beach Money, I'm going to read it to you. This is a teaching today. Okay, this is things that already happened, been done. If they can do it, you could do it. And the second paragraph to the far right, it says Beach Money does not mean working for money at all. It doesn't mean working for money at all? No. In fact, and I quote, Beach Money is 100% passive income. How much? Some, half, no, 100%. Passive income is royalty income that comes from working week after week, month after month. Read it with me. And year after what? Year. I'm gonna say it again. Passive income is royalty income that comes week after week, month after month, year after year. When you have Beach Money, you have complete. Underline the word complete. You have what, Miss Hanson? Complete. What do you have, Sam Foster? Complete. Mr. Jett in Canada, you have what? Complete. And total freedom. Underline total freedom. Underline total freedom. Underline total freedom. When you have Beach Money, you have complete and total freedom. Then in parentheses, put this in parentheses, to live your life the way you want to live it. To do what? Miss Marie, to live your life the way you want to what, Mr. Culver? Live it. That's the story of my life. You can hang out with your favorite what? People. Come on, we're gonna dissect this. See, once you understand what you really have, if you go to work and you can make it real. You can hang out with your favorite people. When you have beach money, you can sleep in or take an entire what? Week off, Mr. McGowan. When was the last time you took a week off and say, just because, Mr. Jamar Sharp? Think about it. Mr. Sergio down in Mexico. When was the last time you said, I'm going to take a week off just because I am who I am? See, I want you guys to understand the depth of what this business can do for you. Because this is my life, my whole life. For 28 years, I've been doing this. And I really don't think you believe it's real for you. Because if you really thought it was real for you, you'd be in this thing day and night, night by night. You would not sleep that much. So let's go back. When you have beach money, you can sleep in or take an entire week off. You can buy whatever you want to buy. Let me be quiet. Whenever you want to buy it, Mr. Sergio, whenever you want to buy it. You can live near the ocean, in the forest, in the mountains, or in the desert, Miss Caroline Baker. Or you may choose to travel the world and travel the world and explore exotic lands. How many countries Al Thomas been in? How many countries do you want to go in? Forget Al Thomas. Forget him. How many do I want to go to? You can't kill me. No. You can still travel. But they don't tell you that. But let me shut up. Now, I want everybody, especially you, Mr. Bell. I see you out there, Mr. Bell. I like that background. I want you guys to close your eyes while I read the next book. I want this to get in your spirit. I want it to get in the deep, dark sanctum of your inner spirit of your soul, baby. Listen to this. Close your eyes, Mr. Ismail. Everybody, close your eyes. It's fun to know no matter what you're doing, you're getting what? Paid. Listen to this. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Close your eyes. If you're not driving, just close your eyes. Pull over. It's fun to know no matter what you're doing, you're getting paid. You're getting paid. You're getting paid. You're getting paid while you're shopping at the mall, Sam. You're getting paid while you're at the movie theater. You're getting paid while you're out to dinner with your family. You are getting paid while golfing. You're getting paid while you're taking a drive through the mountains. You're getting paid while you're wakeboarding. You're getting paid while you're sleeping. Imagine each moment a few coins are being deposited into your bank account. I have a close friend of mine who gets paid beach money. He was sleeping in front of the TV set. Keep him close, keep him close. Last sentence, keep him close, keep him close. The last sentence. I'm not there, so I can't rob you, so close them. Can't pay attention. Close your eyes. I have a close friend who gets paid beach money. He was sleeping in front of the TV set when his wife came over and woke him up. And he said, "Leave me alone, honey. I'm making money." Now open your eyes. I know Mr. Ismail's laughing at that. She woke him up. He said, "Leave me alone. I'm making money." Y'all don't grasp what I grasp. You don't understand what I understand today. I hope you truly understand this. He was making money while he was sleeping in front of the TV set because he went to work and make it real. Now, I'm going to go to page 3. 1, 2, 3 paragraphs down. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. It says, there are tens of, this is not, it's in the book. There are tens of thousands of entrepreneurs who built beach money income. Listen to this. It's in the book. It's not me saying this. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, hallelujah, 50,000, or even 100,000 per month. You could be one of the selected few. Underline the word selected few. Sam Foster, underline selected few. Underline Miss Martinez, underline select. Herbert, underline Miss Eileen, Miss T. Hayes, underline Mr. Harris, underline selected few. Mr. Brian Baker, underline selected few who experience that, what it's like to truly be free from struggle associated with linear income. selected few. Underline that. That's right, Mr. Julian Lewis. Yeah, I'll read that sentence again. I'm reading this whole paragraph over. There are tens of thousands. Are you within the thousands? There are tens of thousands of entrepreneurs who have built beach money incomes of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, or even 100,000 per month. How much did Paul Robeson make? $1 million a month? Let that sink in. You could be one of the selected few who experience that, what it's like to truly be free from struggling associated with the linear income. Folks, if people don't have a residual based income, they all struggle with a linear income. Now, I want you guys to understand what you just read. I want you to see yourself in this. You can have this if you go to work and make it real. Now, the theme today is being focused and staying focused on how to build momentum. I want to talk about two people real quickly. One is a guy. See, half the battle is doing the things that leaders do. And a lot of times you guys hear leaders and you battle with it because you don't do anything they tell you. I'm going to tell you a story about Kobe Bryant. Okay, maybe this will hit home for you. Actually, it's actually a story about a guy named Julian Randle. Julian Randle played basketball with Kobe Bryant. He wasn't a household name, but he played with the Lakers. And he played with the Lakers, and he was transferred over to the Knicks. And before he would go and got transferred to the Knicks, he asked Kobe, give me something that I could do to make me as great as you. Show me what I could do. Tell me what I need to do. And Kobe says, before you go to bed every night, go shoot at the nearest gym some hoops. That's all he told the guy. That's all he told Julian. Go to shoot some hoops before you go to bed at night. Find the nearest gym and go shoot some hoops. And he listened to Kobe Bryant. And he went to the gym when he got traded to New York, and he couldn't find anything open. And then he all of a sudden he called in and he found a local gym way out. And the coach of the gym, the coach said, hey, I'll keep the gym open for you. You play for yeah, I'll keep it open. And he went out, shot some hoops. And this is what the coach out there at the gym said to him, way out in New York City. He said, the last guy that did this, the last time I did this was for a guy named Kobe Bryant. Because before he went to bed at night, he'd always shoot hoops. Because he figured he didn't deserve to go to bed until he did some more work. And that's what made Kobe Bryant great. He was in beast mode. I'm no different you're no different than Kobe Bryant, but you haven't gotten in beast mode yet. The last person I did this for, he said, was a few years ago, was a guy named Kobe Bryant. He'd come out, shoot hoops before he went to bed, when he was in New York City. Sam Foster is one of those guys who go out to the mall and shoot hoops. Let me tell you another story before I move on. See, the reason why I like residual income, because it's not linear. Now, there's another gentleman who some of you, I still admire the guy because I think he's one of the greatest there ever was. And he was so focused. He was so focused. He just had a car accident recently. His car ran off the side of a road and off into a ravine, and the guy was named Tiger Woods. And there was one number in Tiger Woods' head that he can never get out. He was so focused. I truly believe this is why he went off that ravine. He was so focused on the number 19. Now think, why is Tiger Woods focused on the number 19? Why is he so obsessed with that number? I mean, he could not rent a house that had 19 on it. He could not, he didn't like any basketball players award night. 19 was a number he was obsessed with. Why was he so obsessed with the number 19? Even in his documentary, they showed his golf drivers, how they were made, how this was done, and how he selected everything he did. But there was one number that got past him that he was so focused on, and it was amazing. The number 19. Why was Tiger Woods so focused his whole life on being the greatest of the greats. And he changed golf forever. But there's a number that he was obsessed with. And it was a number 19. What does 19 mean to Tiger Woods? That was the number of champions that Jack Nicklaus had won. That's right, Dave Culver, to break Jack Nicklaus' record of 19 major wins. I'm so convinced that man went off this. He was so focused on that. He's so focused on 19. How focused are you? What are you focusing on in your ACM business? Are you so focused on RD that you can't see nothing else? Are you so focused on RVP that you can't see nothing else? Tiger Woods is focused on the number 19 because he wants to beat Jack Nicklaus records. He's already changed the history of golf. When I was so focused on becoming a senior vice president, I couldn't see nothing but senior vice president. Went through the holidays, didn't care, didn't hang out. No, I was focused. What was the last thing you were so laser focused on you couldn't see nothing else? Oh, back to Beach Money. Miss Natasha Ismail, will you pick up Beach Money where I asked you to pick up and start reading from there, please? I want us to get in your spirit today. We're going to go to Beach Money on momentum. Oh, that was the word today, wasn't it? Momentum. How have momentum? On chapter 13 in Beach Money, the day momentum hit. Miss Ismail, will you start off with the second paragraph, please?
The meeting was scheduled to start at 7:30 in the evening. At
Hold
6:30.
Hold on for a second. For those that don't have Beach Money, you can sit back and listen. For those that have the book Beach Money, follow along with us in the book. Go ahead, continue on, dear. I'm sorry.
At 6:30, I was the only one there. I had told my guests to meet me at 6:45, and at 7:15, I was still waiting for them. One of my guests finally showed up at 7:20. We sat in the back.
Let me break it, Miss Ismail. Let me break in for a second, just so everybody understands. This is Jordan Allen at a meeting in Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay, go ahead. So they everybody know. If you start reading, but they know who's. Okay, so everybody's clear. This is the author at a meeting, right? At a meeting in Scottsdale, Arizona. Actually, at the Safari Hotel. I remember the hotel well. Go ahead. On page 63, the day momentum hit. Go ahead.
Groups of people started arriving and lining up at the door. The room vibrated with conversation and energy. Everyone seemed to be excited. There was lots of talk about the charismatic speaker who knew how to make money. I felt the excitement in the room build as the crowd's energy grew to a feverish pitch. At 7:30, the crowd became silent and then jumped to its feet and roared with applause as the famous Al Thomas was introduced. I felt distressed. Al was so good. He was fun. He was funny. He knew how to make money. And here I was sitting with my one simple guest while Al had a room full of over 200 people. How did he do it? I had worked so hard to invite 5 people and only one had shown up. I decided once again that I would never make it in the business. I thought to myself, I could never be as good as Al.
Hold on right there. He would never be good as Al Thomas. Now watch this. Why do we judge ourselves by what somebody else does? Folks, my billionaire mentor, Kenny Trout, said you could do the best. You know, he told us, his mom, Nadine, says, Kenny, do the best you can do. Don't compete. Just be the best you can be. See, now notice this. Momentum. Notice the excitement. Notice what's happening here. Notice the feverish pitch. Notice the people waiting. He thought I had 200 people in the room. Continue reading.
About 30 minutes into the meeting, Al had a few of the people in the front row stand up. He introduced them as his guests. In that moment, I realized that Al had only 3 guests at the meeting. Al did not have 200 people at the meeting. Al had just 3. I had 1 person. The distributor next to me had no one with her. A distributor named Sandy had 2 guests. David had 1 guest and Carrie had invited 10 guests, but no one showed up to meet her. The room was filled with about 150 distributors. Some of them had a few guests and many had none. I then began to understand the magic of momentum.
Hold it right there, dear. The magic of momentum. The magic of momentum. Tiger Woods, the magic of momentum. Julian Randle, the magic of momentum. The beautiful thing of it is every one of you have this capacity in you to build momentum. You know, I get frustrated when I see people come on here and I'm not mad, but just time and time again, you mean to tell me in 6 months, you can't get 3 people on the call? You can't get, I see, that's how you build momentum. It's not about you. And I keep going back to this point today. It's not about you. It's about you building momentum. Al Thomas didn't have 200 people. Al only had 3 people that had a few, that had a few, that had. This is how momentum is built. And some of you want that power of momentum because momentum will carry you into RD. Momentum will carry you to RVP. It will carry you on to SVP. It will carry you on in the circle, but you got to have that momentum built. And by being true to being laser focused, you can build that momentum. Now we're going to take up this story on page 65, the second paragraph, continue there.
If you have the new book, it's 73
I tell you what,
paragraph.
Start at the top of the page at 65. I don't know how momentum started for me.
I don't know when momentum started for me. It might have started when I signed up my first business builder, or when I decided to be a leader. Or
hold on right there. When he decided, listen to me, everybody. When he decided to be a leader. Have you decided to be a leader, or are you just going, well, I'm going to join? Hey, he decided to be a leader. He signed up his first business builder. And when I decided, oh my God, have you decided to be a leader? Well, I know you got a pen, but that don't mean you're a leader. I can't stand that word leader. I can't, and ain't got nobody on your team but 2. No. Have you decided to be a leader? And not only that, to do the things that leaders do. On that day, 10 people joined my team. And when my monthly check exceeded how much? 10,000 for the first, oh my God. Have you decided? Read that sentence again, please.
I don't know when momentum started for me. It might have started when I signed up my first business builder, or when I decided to be a leader, or the day that 10 people joined my team, or when my monthly check exceeded $10,000 for the first time. Or it may have happened when I was recognized for having a monthly pay increase of $3,000, or when my annual income exceeded $1 million.
Keep reading.
I learned something that night. I heard Al speak in Scottsdale, Arizona. I learned that Al only had 3 guests at the meeting, but Al's team had a total of about 30 guests. Not one person had more than 3 guests. If half of Al's guests signed up that night, his team would add about 15 new distributors. And Al had meetings like this going on all across the country.
Stop right there. How many did Al have, everybody? 3. And you can't get 1. Al had 3 guests at the meeting. Al's team had a total of 30 guests. If everybody signed up 1 guest, that'd have been 15 new signups, new distributors. And I had meetings like this all across the country. This is how you build a big team. Now you understand why I had over 8,000 people join my team in 1 month. When I say that, some of you like, right over your head. That ain't possible. See, you think it's not possible, but I know it's possible because I've done it. I'm trying to give you guys a formula for, number 1, to believe in yourself, that if you can put 1 person every day on these calls, Lord have mercy, your check be so big the bank would bounce. And there's nothing stopping you but you. So I've been praying. I said, what can I teach on today? And to break it down to a simple fact, it is very doable. If I can do it, you can do it. But at the top of 2 network marketing companies, because the fact of it is, I keep it so simple. Heidi Elephant, 1 bite at a time. New IBO a day or a week, customers. That's all we do. So it says right here, if half of Al's guests signed up that night, he would add 15 new distributors. And Al had meetings like this going all across the country. Now, what in the heck can we do with Zoom now? We ain't got to travel. We could do 3 or 4 days. Look, tonight again, 6 o'clock. How many of you guys even got on it yourself? How many can you even read the presentation? How many could you get people on there? First of all, you need to be on there and then get a guest on there. That's how we start momentum. Some of y'all don't even show up, but for the 9 o'clock, they don't show up for nothing else all week. But we want the lifestyle. Continue reading, dear.
He was only at one of the meetings, but leaders on his team.
Stop there. I had meetings like this how did he have meetings like this and he was only at one? Because it's like this, tag you're it. All the leaders are pouring into you how you can be one of us. But don't let it go in the left ear out the right ear. Start doing something with the information. We have 2 years almost, 2 years stuff on Destiny International. Okay, go ahead. He was only at one meeting.
But leaders on his team were conducting similar meetings in Chicago, Los Angeles, Columbus, Miami, Des Moines, and Sacramento on the same night.
Hello.
Keep going. If 15 new distributors join Al's team in each of the 6 additional cities, that would add an additional 90 new distributors to Al's team.
Stop right there for a second. How you doing? Al Thomas is no freaking body special. My dad was a sergeant in the military. My mama took care of us kids. I was a ringleader, the 4 kids. I'm nobody special, barely got out of high school, less long. Come on. This is the formula for greatness right here. Continue reading.
By the way, Al also had 150 distributors in other cities across the country who did not make it to the meeting that night, but they did meet with some of their friends at their homes. 26 of those 150 distributors also signed up new distributors. Al's team had signed up 131 distributors that night. How many did Al sign up? Al signed up just 1. Over the course of a month, he would do 2 or 3 of these meetings per week, but he had hundreds of these meetings going on around the country. He would have over 2,000 new distributors join his team each month, but he would
Stop right there, Mrs. Ismail. How many distributors was that a month?
Over 2,000.
Wait, say that one more time. I don't think everybody heard that.
Over 2,000.
Okay, here it is in black and white. My best month was 8,000. Just. I'm trying to bring a point out here. I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to lift your spirits. I'm trying to lift your vision. I'm trying to lift your thought pattern. Why not you? Because you're still thinking 1 or 2s and 3s. You're like you're playing jacks. Here it is in a book that's, oh my Lord, 2,000 times. I'm gonna let that sink in. 10 more seconds. Let that sink in. 2,000. He would have over 2,000. He would have over 2,000. He'd have over 2,000 new distributors join his team each month. Read that sentence over again and continue.
He would have over 2,000 new distributors join his team each month, but he would only bring in 3 to 5 each month himself. Al never brought in lots of people on his own.
Whoa, stop right there. Stop right there. I'm sorry to break in. Would you go back and read that sentence about how I was a failure? We read that sentence one more time. How I was a failure.
He would have over 2,000 new distributors join his team each month, but he would only bring in 3 to 5 each month himself.
Stop right there. Can y'all bring in 2 or 3 or 5 every month? Mr. Gowan, you could do it. I know Mr. Kinkle could do it. Miss Marcia, come on. Are y'all catching this? I only brought 3 to 5 in each month. I do that every month. I do that every month. Sometimes I give the IBOs away to the downline team. Y'all saw me do it last Friday before last. I was in Fresno. I gave Mr. Bree Clemens, Mr. Everett. I'm always giving people away. Y'all, I'm not going to tell you all the ones I gave away because I'm not here to embarrass. But it's so simple. But you're not doing the things you guys are hearing. That little black book said, "Be doers of the words, not just hearers of the word." Continue on, Mrs. Ismail.
Al never brought in lots of people on his own. In fact, I learned that no one.
Stop for a second. What was that? I never did what?
Never brought in lots of people on his own.
Wait. Say that one more time. I didn't.
Never.
Let me get my ear closer.
Never brought in lots of people on his own.
On his own. Corey, are you catching what's happening here? If everybody did a little bit, continue on, dear. My God.
In fact, I learned that no one ever brought in lots of people. However, lots of people, each bringing in a few every month, appears as momentum.
Stop right there. OMG. Now, as Mr. Thomas is doing this well, and he only brings in 3 to 5 a month, he's been a senior vice president forever. He's been the top of 2 network marketing companies. He's been in 10 magazine. He's not that smart then. No, he isn't, is he? No, he's not. He's just consistent. Oh my God. Kind of like that guy, Julian Randall. He just kept he just kept practicing, like Kobe Bryant taught us. Yeah. No wonder Tiger Woods is so caught up on the number 19. No wonder he went off the side of that road. He was so focused on 19, he could not see nothing else. Is Mr. Thomas the same? You mean to tell me that's all it takes and stay consistent no matter what? Like a raindrop? Yeah. Well, heck, I can do this. If I can give that job 8 hours for the last 5,500 years, I could give my business 2 or 3 hours every day. And I could catch that guy's income. You know, they're talking about 10 funny. Man, if you can do it, shit, with your crooked teeth, bad breath, I can do it too, better than you, because I look a little bit better. Man, you know what? This just opened my minds up. I thought he did all that work. He just brought a couple in, who brought a couple in, and my God, he lives that lifestyle. No wonder he has all those and live like he. Man, this just gave me a new vision today. I tell you what, I'm gonna be an RD, I'm gonna be an RVP, I'm gonna be man, I tell you, this beach money just changed my life today. And this is written a while back. I mean, can you imagine 2,000 people every month coming to your team? Man, that guy could do it. I'm gonna kill it. Is that the conversation y'all having? Man, I'm tired of this pen. I'm an RD. I'm gonna bury this son of a gun. My name is Chris. I'm gonna bury this thing up under a tree after the next convention, and I ain't gonna put it back on until I change my TCP until man, shoot. I'm gonna really have to go to work. I'm sick and tired of being 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 sick and tired. Being focused and staying focused is how you build momentum. Okay, Julian Randall. Tiger Woods, 19. Don't get around Tiger. Have you ever seen that Tiger? Don't hold up the word 9. Don't hold up the number 19. You might get, you might get a club step swung at you because he is so focused. What do you focus on besides eating and chasing men or women? What are you so focusing on? What are you so focusing on? What are you focusing on besides what your next meal gonna be? I told you, I don't eat until I deserve to eat. That's why I live this lifestyle. One of the guys I've mentored, I ain't gonna go into that, but here again, what are you focusing on? I'm done. Questions, comments? That's what I'm talking about. Total financial freedom. Total. Look, I've told you before, follow me. Grab on my coattail and go with me, but you got to put the work in. Look, you don't go to the fireplace, say, give me some heat, then I get the wood. No, it don't work that way. You got to go out in the cold. Oh my God. Cut the tree down, get the wood and bring it in. Some of y'all want the heat before you go get the wood. No, you got to go get the wood, IBOs, to get the heat called income. Called what? Residual income. Called what? I love my residual income. Because I don't like linear. I want residual based income. Now, the phone lines are open. I'll take on a few questions. If not, we'll end this call because I just wanted to teach today. I wanted to teach you that how powerful this industry called network marketing is and I want you to start believing this, that you too can accomplish this, not just go through the motions, because some of you go through the motion at your job. There's no excitement there. There's no enthusiasm there. You're just in the motion. Matter of fact, some of you get in your car, you go to work, don't know how you got to work because why? You're just in motion without thought. And without thought, there's no positive. No, without positive, it's not going to get you where you want to go. Now, if you want to go somewhere, you got to get your mind straight. You got to take a magnifying glass, even on the hottest day. You can take a magnifying glass and shake it up. It still cannot burn a hole in a piece of paper. Where's my magnifying glass at? You got to take that magnifying glass and you got to hold it steady. Look, you got to hold it steady. I can take the hottest day in Vegas, do this with a piece of paper underneath. It will never burn the paper. But the moment I focus, it'll burn a hole in that paper. You got to get passion. You got to get past yourself. And you got to put the numbers in. Like last night, I was so amazed at power. I was so looking forward to Power Hour to push me, to call everybody I called. Some of you guys ain't never been on the Power Hour. What the, excuse me, what are y'all doing so doggone important you can miss a Power Hour? What are you doing that's so important you can't miss tonight for 30 minutes? 30, we do the conference, we do the 1 through 10 in less than 20 minutes. What is so doggone important that's going to put money in your pocket residually that you can't be on the call tonight? What's so important? 20 freaking minutes? You'll never get there doing what you think you're doing, because I wouldn't do what let me put it this way. I would not do what you be doing. I'm on every one of them. I got the rest of the afternoon, rest of the evening, do whatever I got to do. So there's no excuse. So let me say this in a nice way. The reason why you're not getting where you want to go, because you're not doing the things that you need to do. Write that down. Being focused and staying focused is how you build momentum. I would not do what you've been doing. Because what you've been doing has not got you where you want to go yet. So why would you keep doing the same thing? I'm like Tiger Woods. Don't flash 19 in front of me. I study wealth. I study successful people. Success does leave clues. And as Mr. Johnson Bristol said yesterday, you got to crush it. Lord have mercy. With that said, any questions? Any questions? Beach Buddy, creating a dream life through network marketing. It said create a what? Dream life. Most people life, to me, it wouldn't be worth living. But I live a dream life. And I thank God that I continue teaching and building and doing the same thing I'm telling you to do. I don't do anything differently. Tomorrow morning, we have the great Mrs. Shaquille Cooper, but more important tonight, I want to see every one of you on the call tonight. Will you have a guest or not? And I want you, some of y'all still can't read the 1 through 10. Get on the call tonight with the guest, but be on the call tonight. What's so important in your life that you can't take 20 minutes? You'll never walk in it because you got to be coachable first. Just like, let me be quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. I want to thank you. And that's why I wanted to teach today. Some of us read it, but you didn't really read it because it really didn't get into you got. That's why I want to bring it out again today, my dear friend. But because I want you to understand, you can have those things as well. You just got to be willing to commit to it and quit doing what you've been doing. Because if you notice, we're in the 4th month of a brand new year. And what you've been doing doesn't work. So why don't you change it up to something that does work? And with that being said, God bless you.